Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Oakland Raiders. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Deuce right. 57's Mike.
They start out with a run by Ferguson. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Mike 57.
A 2nd down carry for Ferguson. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed as that's going to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
They will play action here on 1st down. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
4 down. Check. 4 down.
Carr to throw. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Mike's 4-2. Coming to you. Hey,
Ferguson on 3rd and short. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And how about this one now? Here's the Raiders punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And 10 now from the 30.
4 down.
Come on! Now out of the gun. He takes this from the 30 to the 30, fronting there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Single. Look out for
Here we go. White 90. White 90.
You better.
Hut.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Right. Move.
Let's go. White 90. White 90. Hut.
He'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
Don't get nervous.
He completes it to Bryant. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Good job, D. Good job.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Ohio.
4 down.
Here we go. White 90.
They'll look to throw. And Bryant's got it over the middle. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Tight end right. Hey,
Here we go. White 90. White 90.
56.
Flex round.
throw here on 2nd and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Stepping in. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the offense will hold on to this one right at the 5-yard line. Lucky there.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here we go. Red 38. Red 38.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there from 6 yards away. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow the defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they escape on the score.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So they get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
57.
Cornell on first down. Green's got it over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
42's the mic. 42's the mic.
29.
They'll run it now. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out.
Hurry, get set, fellas.
All day, baby. Good stuff. Switch, switch.
White down.
Mike 42, Mike 42.
But 5-man box.
Switch, switch, switch.
Come here.
Kill. Hey, turn it out.
On the handoff, this is Ferguson. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Right. Nowhere. Absolutely nowhere.
Monday
2
down.
first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
On first down, got his man complete over the middle. That's Blair. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Here, 80's getting the ball. Single.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Melvin Ingram in there to get him for a loss of 5. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Tight on the right. Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
694.
5-2 is the mark.
Shotgun now for Carr. And Woods has it complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down.
Hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Get set.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Check 4.
Carr gonna go on 4th down.
Pick it up.
And he's got the need. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35.
Good shot.
Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
57. Mike, 50.
1st down, Ferguson.
Let's go, defense.
And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anything moves, we hit it.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Hey, Raider 2.
57 is the Mike. 57.
You got 56 there.
They'll hand it off to Ferguson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, it didn't go their way, did it?
Defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And he will find his man on the outside. And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Close to his right, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
734.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Carr. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So you're a boxing guy. How do you score that on your boxing card? A very long drive, but 3 points.
And I really want to do my boxing analyst voice right here, but I'm going to keep it normal for us, right? I call it a draw. That type of a drive has to feel good, right? You take it all the way downfield, you control the ball, control the clock. But they only got 3 points out of it. So defensively, it could have been worse, right? So I give it a draw.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So out come the Chargers. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 4 down. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
On play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time right. And incomplete on the deep ball. Mike Williams, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. A little too much air under that one. That could have easily been 6 points.
Yeah, with the kind of speed he has, it's almost impossible, we think, to actually overthrow him. But he did exactly that. I think he probably tried to get it out there maybe just a little bit too quickly.
Let's go!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
4 down. 4 down.
Here we go!
They'll set up a throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
The timing and the faking on that play was so good, you almost think you're at a magical act, right? The magician has shown you something, and then you realize it's not really there. He's created an illusion, and the illusion was they were going to throw the football. Looked like a pass play. Instead, it turned into a draw. Offensive lineman able to get out in front. They drew the defensive line upfield and beat them at their own game, and that's why they picked up big yardage into the secondary.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Carr now, nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
4 down.
From the gun, Carr looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Blair, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
52.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a third and long.
Keep the tight end. Even. 4 down. Even.
Operating from the gun, Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Ohio!
Hey,
Hut!
4 down.
Hut!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's airing it out for Williams.
Watch that.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. This from 54 yards away. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive. Go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Tight end to the right, boys. Tight end to the right. Move.
Here we go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. At 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line.
Ohio!
They'll look to throw here. Being chased out left. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Raiders have recovered.
Our ball, baby.
Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Hey, boys, we got 4. 4 down.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. Dancing to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Over the middle, complete. That's Blair. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They'll run with Ferguson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
93. 93. 29.
Running again, and again it's Ferguson. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's airing it out for Williams, and that's caught inside the 30. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 44 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. Nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Tight end's Ringo. Tight end's on the Ringo. Tight end's on the Ringo.
Come on, let's go! Red 38! Red 38!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. It's their quarterback. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
you
right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long,
29.
they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. What's that word again? Symptomatic?
Yeah. I like that. Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Last stop. Last stop.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Hurry, get set, fellas. But 5-man box.
Check. Check.
Now Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Get him!
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
They go play action here on first down. He's airing it out for Will. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
I know you felt that.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 18.
Tight end. Tight right. Tight right.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Blair.
Express.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Hatch it. Hatch it.
They'll run it now. Out of Gillum. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Watch tight end. 4 down. 4 down. Alert.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Now they go screen. It's complete. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
On second down, here's Carr. Got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The Raiders on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
57. Mike.
Here's Ferguson. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Melvin Ingram in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said at the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Brought in left side by Snead. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic.
Raider 1.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Hey, here we go.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
No, check that. We're going to
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot. Picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
Now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
We're good.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
4 down. Check. 4 down.
Tight dog.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt and in a big way.
Tight left. 4 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Throw left side complete. That's Blair. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Looking to throw on second down. Carr looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Blair. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
Cover 0.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you start to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Middle complete. That's Blair. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
You got 56 there.
Lucky.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
My 52.
Deuce right.
On 3rd down, it's Bennett. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Yeah, baby.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Move.
They'll try to run down here with Ferguson. Try to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Get set.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw with Carr. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Wide, get wide.
Here we go. Red 38.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Blair. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
We got 4.
On 1st down, Carr. Over the middle, complete. That's Woods. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Throwing now is Carr. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Again, they'll throw in Carr. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
They don't want it, fellas.
A great effort there. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Raiders are back within a score.
Let's get it.
Now the try here for the point after. The extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. "70 seconds remain. This will be an onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 4 down, 4 down.
Come on, let's go. Red 38.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Tight end right. 4 down, 4 down. Check.
Come on,
Now it looks like you're the ball here. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Ohio! Ohio!
Out. 3 down.
They'll drop the throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch tight. Tight end right. Tight end right.
5 down.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
They'll look to throw.
Check 26, check 26.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Hey, we are...
Back to throw. Forced out to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely every second right now, more and more practice. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
To throw again. Carr flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. One final try now for Carr. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long. And they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Desmond King picks it, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.